Hey guys, so I have another announcement. We got a kitten, and he has been with us for about 6 days now, and already he is calling all the shots, and it's all about him. So, as any other new cat owner knows, there's a lot that goes into the first few days, just getting them used to your space and feeling confident, especially when they're this young, 8 weeks old. So, I've been pretty busy. It kind of disrupted my schedule for a while, but that's okay. It's worth it. But I finally got a chance today to go out and do some plein air painting, and the fall colors are still going strong. So I went into the forest again to see if I could find something interesting to paint. So I had in mind to do something with the fall colors, and I couldn't decide if I wanted to do like a close up of something, like a bright leaf, or like one specific tree, or I don't know. I just was kind of wandering around waiting for something to inspire me. And a lot of the leaves in the last few days have fallen, so my options were kind of limited. But then I decided to just head over to the river to see if there was something, maybe a cool reflection or something I could paint. And I ended up finding this really nice little spot where a bright tree was kind of overhanging the river. And it's kind of hard to tell in the video because I did this with my phone, but it's the reflection was pretty bright over the bluish brownish water. So I thought that would be kind of a good subject, definitely challenging. And another thing I did differently this time was I decided to do a preliminary sketch with my palette knife and then scrape that and then paint on top of that with my brush, more detailed and refined. So it was definitely a new strategy for me, and I really enjoyed it. So you'll see in a second that I just kind of jump in with my palette knife, and I'm using my rubber, it's a Princeton Catalyst, I believe. Yeah, Princeton Catalyst number 4 mini. But it's really flexible, so it works great for kind of like mixing colors on the canvas, but still getting that really nice palette knife texture. It's what I used to use all the time for acrylic painting. And I found out it works great for oils too. So I decided to be really, really loose and gestural with this first sketch, just to get myself in the mindset of like seeing the colors, the shadows, the highlights, seeing what I wanted to focus on in the painting. And I kind of started to enjoy this painting as like, I'm like, maybe I shouldn't scrape this. Maybe I should just keep it. But I was like, no, I'm going to stick with my plan. So another interesting side effect was that when I did scrape it, it ended up being this really nice kind of blurry, murky background that I could paint on top of. So that was kind of a happy accident. I didn't know how well it would come off because I didn't really like wipe it down too much, but it worked out really well. And then the rest of the time I just spent really squinting my eyes and trying to find the shadows and the colors and just practicing everything I've been learning lately through the schoolism class as well as just my own studies at home. And it definitely went a lot better than some of my previous plein air paintings. I think having a more focused approach really, really helps. But yeah, I was also using a limited color palette, somewhat limited, with some new colors that I received as a gift. So it's kind of a strange combination of colors, but I wanted to see what I could do. It wasn't my typical primaries that I would usually take, but it was a little strange to get used to. And I had this board painted, with dark blue already, so it already provided a lot of color for me. And while I was outside, it was kind of difficult to see sometimes because of the lighting. But when I got it back into the studio and realized like just how vibrant it was and intense some of the colors were, I was really happy and excited about that. Because, while I was out in the field, I'm like, it's not really doing it for me, but, it was a good learning experience anyway. But yeah, I just wanted to keep it very loose and gestural and just focus on color relationships and just starting to understand how to utilize some of the things I've learned through my recent studies. I think overall I was painting for about an hour, and I decided that next time I'm going to give myself 2 hours and do something a little bit more detailed and more focused, and just really start to see if I can create something awesome in the field. Up until now, pretty much all of my plein air studies I've seen as sketches, and I'll take them or leave them. I enjoy the process, which to me is like the most important thing, but I really want to be excited and proud of the results from now on. So kind of shifting my priorities and focus. Another new thing that I did this time was I used one brush. You probably can tell from this that sometimes the colors get a little bit muddied or contaminated from the previous color I was using, but I just constantly wiped it off on the paper towel or just mixed it on the palette. And I was using rather thick application, especially towards the end anyway, so it was a lot of just raw color. And you'll see once I get it back into the studio, like how thick it is and how vibrant the colors remained. So that was really interesting. But I just wanted to really simplify the process for myself, and I enjoyed it a lot, actually. So I hope you enjoyed this quick little video. I'll be doing another one this weekend, hopefully, unless it rains. But I really want to go take advantage of those awesome colors in the forest. So hopefully I will see you guys again soon. And until then, keep painting, stay inspired. Bye, guys.